I thought that I saw it all until I've seen this. A $42,000 package. Look at this. $42,000. The original MSRP, $66,000, brought it to a total of $109,000 for a 2024 1500 RST. Man, you are gonna take a hit on this. And the saddest part about it is, whenever you go to resell it, they cannot include any of these aftermarket parts because there's something called an LTV, a loan to value ratio, and people finance their vehicles and they can't get someone approved with $44,000 worth of add-ons, especially on a used vehicle and even new. This is gonna be quite the challenge. Wow, at least it comes with the 6.2, but for $109,000, $42,000 an add-on. Man, I don't know if that's the most expensive add-on I've ever seen. Wow, $42,000. I just feel sorry for the person that buys it. Hopefully they have a lot of disposable income. And the craziest part about it is they could get someone approved on this truck that only makes probably about 50K. So, wow, that's crazy. And if you don't know, Chevy has some news. In September, they're down 6.4%. They just got rid of the Malibu. So it's interesting because the Malibu actually sold okay. The Malibu sold 10,000 vehicles a month, literally, but they cut it. And a lot of older people loved it. I actually used to work at this dealer, and yeah, they love these Malibus. And the craziest part about it is I used to work at this dealer. We didn't do any markups. We didn't do any add-ons. We never had a Black Widow truck like that one over there. We really were better about that stuff. Now it's new management, new employees. Yeah, they added $899 package, brings it up to $31,000 for this 25 Malibu. Now, I would still get a Camry instead of this, but at the end of the day, they should have kept it. I don't know why they're getting rid of the affordable sedans. Everybody is, and they're just leaving the market open for Toyota because people still want sedans. But I'm going to show you this line of electric vehicles down here, and this is where Chevy's continuing to lose money, or General Motors. But General Motors was doing okay, but Chevy in general is down 6.4% because of large SUVs and pickup trucks. Because these pickup trucks are not cheap. Like I just showed you that 1500 for $109,000. Let's go up to a regular one and let's see what they cost. Because again, it's gonna be up there. Yeah, $76,000, $899 package for a window tint, door edge guards, and nitrogen. The nitrogen's the funniest part. I had some people ask me, what's door edge guards? It's just a little cup right there, and then like right at the end of the door, a little cheap piece of plastic. And again, they're going to charge $900 for it, so don't pay that kind of stuff. But yeah, literally $76,000, but it is a high country. Still, that's just a lot of money, but still better than Toyota because Toyota's the same price and you don't get a V8. So I would still run over here, but I would definitely negotiate. And that American flag looks real nice up in the sky. I got to give it to them. But yeah, it's just overpriced. This is a Turbo Max, so this is another thing is they love to push these 4 cylinders at Chevy, and that's the one negative thing about them that I'll say. But they also do offer an actual little diesel engine, so it's pretty interesting. But yeah, $55,000 for this one. Yeah, it's not as bad, but at the end of the day, I would go to GM over Toyota right now because if Toyota still offered a V8, sure, but they don't. And these electric vehicles right here, these Equinoxes, they are not cheap. Let's compare a regular Equinox to an electric. So this is an electric right here, $45,000. This is just an EV 2LT, so nothing high end. Let's go look at a regular Equinox. Let's see how much more do you have to pay to get electric. Let's see, because I don't think most people are going to want to pay to have more inconvenience. $38,000, and this is a higher end trim. This is an RS. So yeah, that is quite interesting. Not as much of an increase as I was expecting, but you got to think that these are subsidized by the company. Basically, they're losing so much money on them. They should be even more. We're just not ready, and we don't want them yet at the end of the day. So it's quite interesting, but that's why I think sales were down, is just because prices are too high at the end of the day. And there's really no rebates, and interest rates still haven't came down enough for people to really pull the trigger. And it's funny because at this dealership, I had a customer when interest rates were starting to tick up a few years ago, I had a customer that was buying a Tahoe, and they're like, I'm only going to get it if it's 3%. And we knew, like, there's no way. It was going to be like 5, 6%. So customers that buy these vehicles, and if you're just a smart consumer, you don't finance vehicles on high interest rates. 6% is pretty damn high in my opinion. So it's just like it adds up. And people are literally financing these Tahoes at 6, 7, 8% at $1,500, $1,600 payments literally every month. You have, look at this, $85,000 every month. You literally have what, $500 going just to interest alone, not even to your vehicle principal. So you just got to be extremely careful when you're financing these vehicles, not to get caught up in some really bad situation. Just like this truck, if you were to buy this truck and you go 2 years later to sell it, they're not going to look at any of those $45,000 aftermarket items, because they can't, because the LTV, the loan to value ratio, is only so high. The bank's not going to look at aftermarket parts. There's no spot in Black Book. Banks use Black Book to judge the price of vehicles. There's just no way that it could happen. So you got to be really careful with these. Literally $45,000 in add-ons. You're going to get screwed over if you buy this. You better have so much disposable income, you can just throw $45,000 down the drain. At least it is more name brand than some of the other, like I see Fox, I see all that, but still. I saw another GMC, literally no name brand, and it was $35,000, but still for $45,000, it's still too much at the end of the day to not give you really any additional value when you go to sell it. So you're just throwing money straight down the drain because of that LTV at the end of the day. Let me know what you think. Would you buy this $109,000 truck? Go ahead and, I'm gonna do the math on that. I imagine, what is that, a $2,000 a month payment? Yeah, $1,800? I don't even know. It's insane. But let me know, leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe if you liked what you heard. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.